Cher, you won't believe this. Imagine being left in an orphanage as a toddler, shoes held together with rubber bands, and then becoming one of the most unstoppable icons in music history. That's the real story of Cher, the woman who has defied time, reinvention after reinvention, for nearly 70 years. From the start, life wasn't kind. Born in 1946, her father disappeared, and her mother struggled through a carousel of marriages. At just 2 years old, Cher was dropped off at an orphanage. Nights were cold, food was scarce, and classmates teased her for wearing torn clothes. But even then, she dreamed big. While other kids thought about school dances, she imagined rhinestones, spotlights, and a stage that no one could take away. By 16, she dropped out of school and headed to Los Angeles with nothing but ambition. There, she met Sonny, the man who gave her a couch to sleep on and eventually her first big break. Together, they recorded I Got You Babe in 1965, and suddenly the whole world was listening. But fame, as always, is fickle. When the hits faded, they rebuilt themselves in smoky Vegas clubs, turning survival into showbiz magic. By 1971, their comedy hour lit up American TV. But behind the smiles, their marriage was crumbling. In 1975, Cher walked away from both her husband and their empire nearly broke, but not broken. She tried again, first with music, then with acting. Hollywood wasn't easy to crack, but in films like Silkwood and Mask, Cher proved she wasn't just a singer, she was an artist. And then came Moonstruck. At 41, she held that Oscar in her hands, a golden answer to everyone who had ever doubted her. But her biggest musical resurrection came in 1998 with Believe. At 52, when critics thought her career was over, she unleashed a song that not only sold 11 million copies, but also rewrote pop history with the birth of auto-tune. Arena tours followed, grossing hundreds of millions. Yet, behind the glitter were injections for swollen knees, IV drips backstage, and nights where she collapsed in exhaustion. Every dazzling performance carried a hidden cost. Her personal life wasn't simple either. Her son, Chaz Bono, made headlines when he transitioned, and Cher admitted she struggled at first. But love won out. She learned, grew, and today, she's one of his fiercest supporters. Her younger son, Elijah Blue, carried scars of distance too, sent away to boarding school as a child. Their bond has had ups and downs, but beneath it all remains love. Now, approaching 80, Cher's empire is staggering, worth an estimated $360 million, with mansions overlooking the Pacific and a fleet of luxury cars. But ask her, and she'll tell you the real fortune isn't money, it's survival. It's the fact that after every heartbreak, every illness, every time the world tried to erase her, she rose again. So, what's Cher's true legacy? It's not just Oscars, platinum records, or Vegas residencies. It's the courage to keep reinventing when everyone else says you're finished. It's the fire to stand on stage decades later and still say, I am here. I am becoming. And if her voice has ever lifted you up, if her survival has ever inspired you, hit that like button. Because sometimes, even a single click is a thank you to the woman who taught us that no ending is ever final.